Welcome to Embrace Relief. I am Chelsea Winterholler, and I am so excited to be your coach today. This is episode 138, Strength in the Struggle. I see youth all around me using courage and strength through their struggles. Let's figure out together how we can best believe in them so that they can see that too. Hello. Welcome to the podcast today. Thank you for being here. I am feeling full of potential today. It's the first day of March Madness, and we are in a huge sports-loving family. And recently, last weekend, I was able to go with my dad to some high school, small town state basketball tournaments, and it was so fun. And as I was watching these boys and girls playing basketball down on this court in front of the dozens for some games, hundreds for other games, people that showed up in support to them, I was so grateful for the awesome announcer who, before the game, before he introduced anyone's names, he paused and he acknowledged the hard work that it took for each and every one of these players to get here, to get to this place in their career, to get to this place on the basketball court. And I am a rather emotional person, but it really just tugged at my heartstrings because I could see these kids, and honestly, some of them looked like the most athletic kids I'd ever seen, and others did not. Those kids that did not actually did not get very much playing time, if any at all, and yet they still were showing up. They were there. They were supporting their teammates. They were practice players. That means you get to go and you get to make others strong, and in the midst of it, you also get to strengthen yourself. Now, we don't always love this. We don't always love finding strength inside ourselves because typically the way that we find strength is in the course of the struggle. I want you to know this. I want you to know this so deep in your heart. I want you to listen to me right now. You are a capable human who can hold two things at once. You can hold two things at once. Strength and struggle come from one another. The stronger you are, I can about promise you, the harder the struggle to get there was. And from that struggle comes even more strength. Now, I love to lift weights. I like to do it at home. I don't go to a gym. I love to get on my Peloton app and lift weights with my virtual instructors who are sitting there encouraging me along the way. And we all know that in order to gain muscle, we must put forth the work, right? We don't just go to sleep one night, we wake up the next morning, and all of a sudden we have biceps. We need to struggle in order to gain that strength. I would even say that sometimes we have to push ourselves to the point of failure in order to gain the strength. I have had a lot of opportunities with failure, as we all have as humans. And it's amazing that even though we think we're failing in the moment, as we continue, as we use our courage and our fortitude to continue forward, we slowly build that strength. We slowly build those biceps, right? Now, I want to flip to our kids because that's why a lot of you are here. You want to be able to help your kids. And I love that. I love giving you tangible tools that you can use in order to help your children. Sometimes when we are looking at our own problems, we just can't quite see the way out of them. But when we look at our children's problems, we know that they are going to get through them, whatever they might be facing right now. We know that there will come a day that this problem is not as big as they are making it. However, when our kids come home from school and they're overwhelmed and frustrated with the upcoming test, with the relationship with their friends, whatever it may be, they cannot see around it. They think that this is the end of the world, which is okay. We've all been there. I still go to this place often. But I want to give you a question that you can talk about with your kids when they are in that mode, when you can see them in this struggle. First and foremost, if you've been here long, you know what I'm going to tell you. Sit with your child. Sit with your child in their struggles. Don't fix it for them. Don't try and offer dozens of solutions, even one solution. It can be hard as mothers to not want to come up with dozens of ways to fix our child's problems. But if there is one thing that I know, it's that we all want to be heard. We all want someone to tell us that they've felt this way before too, and that the struggle that we are going through right now, it's okay. It's okay to struggle with this. So I'm always going to tell you to sit with your child. Hug them if you need to. We know from scientific research that 8-second hugs actually help us to feel more connected to those around us. So I would absolutely suggest that. But if they don't want touch, just sit with them. Just give them space. Maybe they need the space to be alone in their struggle, and that's okay too. Once you have done that, once you've acknowledged that what they are going through truly is hard, I would love to suggest this to you. I would love to suggest that you compliment your child. One thing that I love to say is this: I see you building courage and strength in this struggle. What do you see? I love having the opportunity to give my children a couple of positive things that I see going on for them. Now notice, courage and strength, they're not always things that we're seeking after. We don't usually choose to have to use these all on our own. But in order to get to, excuse my basketball reference, but get to that state championship game, get to those March Madness games, we have to cultivate courage and we have to cultivate strength. So when our child is in the midst of a struggle, if we can take that as an opportunity to point out that I know accessing courage is hard and I see you doing it. I know that building this strength is hard, and I see you doing it. What will that do for your kids? Just hearing those words can help them have thoughts in their brain that can lead to feelings of confidence. We want confident kids, and confident kids have struggles. Confident kids do not just go through life and never have problems. They get to this place of confidence because they have opportunities to experience courage and to experience building their strength. Now, when you ask your kid this question, when you compliment them and say, I see your courage and strength building in you, what do you see? In that moment, they might say, I don't know. In that moment, they might roll their eyes. In that moment, they might shrug their shoulders. Guess what? That's completely okay. You do not need to continue talking. You do not need to continue fixing this situation for your child. You can simply leave it there. I know that sounds crazy and totally out there, but you can leave your child with a compliment and a question. Because your child has an amazing, amazing brain, do you know what they're going to do? They're going to start answering that question. It might not be when you are sitting right there in their bedroom next to them while they have tears streaming down their face. But 10 minutes, 2 hours, the next day later, they will remember that you saw courage and strength being built in them, and they will start to brainstorm things that they see happening in them with this struggle. Not only are you a capable human who can hold two things at once, but so is your child. I know that your child can feel strength in the course of struggle. And the beautiful thing is, you can help them do that. You can help them see the courage that they are putting forth in their life. You can help them see the step that they are taking towards building that strength. As you continue in belief in your child, they will believe in themselves too. You've got this, my friend. If this resonated with you today, I want you to do two things. Go to my website and set up a completely free consult. We can talk one-on-one. We can figure out what areas of your life you want to zoom in on and really figure out what emotions are fueling you today. And second, I would love you to share this podcast with a friend. If it resonated with you, it will definitely help them too. I'll see you soon, friends.